My name's Jessica Talbert, and I'm a user experience researcher at Lyft, a ride-hailing app. Now, before I explain to you what my job is, I'm going to tell you a story about a girl named Tara. Meet Tara. Tara's a young college student at Emory in Atlanta who loves to go out with her friends on the weekends. On Saturday night, she goes out to a new ramen place, which is delicious. And after she's done eating, she is so tired and full and sleepy, she wants to go home. So she opens up her Lyft app and calls a car. 5 minutes later, the app tells her, "Your driver has arrived." Relieved, Tara sets off to find her driver. She triple checks the app, and it says that there's a white car coming to pick her up. But it's so busy outside, there's so many cars. The car will only wait 5 minutes for her to get in, and she's searching frantically for the right one. Her app says it's a white car, so as soon as she finds a white car that matches that description, she hops right in. The car pulls out of the spot, starts heading down the street, and she says, "This ride's meant for Tara, right?" The driver says, "No, this is supposed to be for Cynthia." Tara got into the wrong vehicle. Tara promptly hops out of the car, but by now the car she was supposed to get in has driven away, tired of waiting for her. So now she has to find another way home. Frustrating story, right? If only Tara had jumped into the right car, she'd be home by now. And you can sort of feel that frustration she has when she gets out of the car and has to wait once again for a ride home. If you're feeling frustrated for Tara, it's because this story has helped you develop empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. And that's what I do as a user experience researcher at Lyft. I study our customers and help our engineers and product people build empathy for them. I use a lot of different tools to build empathy, but one of my favorite is user stories, like the one I just told you about Tara. User stories help bring our customers to the front and center of our hearts and minds, so we build cool products that make a difference in their lives. In the case of Tara's user story, I could have told my team, "Hey, let's make it easier for people to find rides." But that wouldn't have built empathy with our riders. My engineers might not understand or be able to put themselves in the shoes of someone like Tara. But with this story, I was able to demonstrate what we call a pain point. And stories are great for that. Stories help people better remember information, too. They make my research findings and my insights sticky, so they stick in your mind. And when people remember a story and they're invested in your main characters, that inspires action. In the business world, that action could mean building a new product, or sending out a new message to our customers, or fixing a bug in an existing product. In this case, a user story like this helped Lyft develop a Lyft Amp, which is a bright colored light that sits in the front of a driver's vehicle. The color on their light will match the color in your app, so you know exactly which car to get into. So now, how do you create a great user story? User stories are just like fairy tales or movies, and the Nielsen-Norman Group identifies 6 key elements that all great user stories have. Main character, main character's goal and motivation, context, plot, insight, and spectacle. Now let's talk about what those things mean. Let's start with the main character. Compelling stories have a clear, fleshed-out main character, someone with whom the audience can empathize. It's helpful to lend some descriptors about this person. Are they a college student like Tara? A pizza delivery person? A dog walker? What information can you give us about this main character that will help us get to know them a little better? Secondly, main character's goal and motivation. The character's goal establishes the clear task at hand, while the motivation helps us understand the meaning behind the character's motivation. In Tara's case, the task at hand was getting a ride home, but her motivation was that she was sleepy and she wanted to go to bed. Third is context. Context is the setting or the background. Context can provide the reason for the conflict in the story, or it can just be a helpful visual aid. Providing the environment paints a vivid picture for your audience, so it's easier for them to imagine themselves there. Seeing Tara in the busy street with cars and visuals of loud honking helps us understand why she wasn't able to find the right car. There were too many bumper to bumper for her to see properly. Plot. Plot is what describes a series of events that take place. And good user stories have simple, easy to understand plots. And the best user stories build tension with each event so that the audience stays engaged, waiting to know what happens next. For Tara, she starts off being sleepy after dinner, then frantic looking for her car, and then panicked when she realizes she's in the wrong one. Insight. Insight is the trickiest part of user stories, and this is the element that explains the significance of the story to the audience. When I do my research with users, I'm looking for these insights, these aha moments that help uncover a truth we didn't know before. Before learning about Tara's story, we just assumed people would always get into the right car. But the insight here is that when it's really busy, and especially if the driver has a generic car, it can be easy to make the wrong choice, which results in a bad user experience. And lastly, spectacle. And this is the fun part. You can use anything for this, but this is about really bringing your story to life through visuals. You can use videos, photographs, stick figure drawings, even cutouts from magazines. Whatever is going to help you bring your story to life. In the context of Tara's story, I hand drew the whole thing. And there you have it. 6 elements to help you create a great user story that will help your audience build empathy with your users, remember their pain points, and inspire action to fix those pain points.